from the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. K1 short. Breaking throw to get him for a loss of 7.
As this game goes on, I'm going to hit him with a screen soon.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Love. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Michael Bannon in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run it now out of the gun. Uses the spin. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on third down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Third and long. It's Locke. And they can't bring him down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Locke. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Freeman again, a first down carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
On second down, here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, Freeman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Love. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Julius Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now a first down carry by Bell. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The give is to Bell. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Let's go. Run the ball after this. Man, touch.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. On the crossing route, complete. It's Richardson. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go. Ran, up.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other...
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Let's go, let's go.
Now Bell. And an alley to run. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big run that time by Bell. 41 yards on the ground. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Gotta go. Lock in.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening.
Hey,
Still
gotta go.
ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the former Oregon man. This is Kenyon Barner. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Letting one go deep. And this is caught. It's Bryant. And it's a Steeler touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Reggie.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Go.
On 1st and 10, Locke. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Luck. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Luck. Gonna look deep for Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Luck. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Taken from just outside the 30. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And now out come the Steelers. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Down to about the 22 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. Play action. Now Trubisky. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a handoff. Running left is Bell. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Bell, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. He's going to get it running right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Trubisky keeps it himself, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Mitchell Trubisky with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Looking deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
12.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Luck now to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. Whoa, shifty. Whoa. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to air one out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. Now it's Barner. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. They'll go again with Bell. And Hill running right through it. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun is Trubisky. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go. You see it?
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Blue.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Richardson. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gotta go.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Come on.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and the Bengals have a first down. They go play action here on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Alert.
Now a first down throw. Luck being chased out left. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out, and it looks like Steeler football. It is.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
No, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Trubisky over the middle to Kittle, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
You see it?
Trubisky will throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's a give to Bell running left. Open space inside the 10. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He'll try to run it in with Bell. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We'll see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Luck. And now he'll tuck it and run. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll fake it. Now Luck. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Luck. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that
way. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Delano Hill. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you cut down your field in a big way, significantly. And the guys who play in the second and third level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle. But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And the Steelers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. This is Bell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Landry. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
11.
Out of the gun, Locke. And he's got his man. That's Landry. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the air. Locke on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A shotgun snap for Love. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for the Bengals. 45 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Love. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Let's go, interception, baby.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Gotta go.
They'll run it with Bell. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Let's go. We're on the ball after it.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Four down. Done. 180. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Coming.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Pittsburgh, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.